Hey friends, it's Drayton with World's Greatest Kite, and I'm here with my friend Wayne, who is off camera. He's sitting right over here. He brought this very cool kite. Well, I think it's very cool. It's never been opened by human hands, not yet. And it's from China. This is a Chinese knockoff of a quad-line kite. Some might say a revolution kite. Everything in this, as far as we know, is not made in America. It's all from China. Let's see what this is like. Okay, here we go. Pretty nice bag. It's got this cinch on it. It's not the best made bag in the world, but it's not bad. So it comes with your flying line here, pretty common. This little bag says it's a gift. Got some spare parts in it. It's got a little sticker that says gift on it. It's kind of cool. Whoa, some of you might recognize these. I can tell right away that they're not quite the same as rev handles. They're very light, very, very light. They're almost as light as, or maybe lighter than the indoor handles that Revolution makes, if you're familiar with those. But they look exactly like rev handles. They're very strong and pretty good. The leaders on these are very long too. And let's see if they line up. All the knots should line up just right. They're pretty much dead on. It's good. Long leaders. Those. I got some instructions here. Instructions. Tells you a little bit about the maintenance. Don't fly it around power lines, airports, all the common stuff, and then how to assemble the kite. Not much to it there. It does have a description of how to tie a lark's head, and how to tells you how to do a 360, but it doesn't tell you where to attach things or why you use a lark's head. There's no indication of that here, so you probably would just be better off throwing these instructions away as soon as you get it. It's not going to tell you anything really. So we got this little tie holding the kite together. And now the exciting part. Let's see what this looks like. Okay, we got 4 spars here. Lanorc. Never heard of that, but fiberglass, yes?
Oh.
Carbon. These are carbon. Boy. Very light, very light. Almost like the, I forget the name of it, but the indoor spars that are commonly used for indoor kiting. Ooh, this is big. This is big. Wow, that is a big sail. Definitely not the shape of a Revolution. Maybe the size of it's kind of like a Power Blast, a Revolution Power Blast. Wow, this is very long. Okay, so typically in these type of kites, the leading edge, the top edge, are separated, and there's ferrules here. A ferrule is just a way that 2 sticks come together, and it's the joining piece in the middle. So you'll feel for that in here and attach those. Now I noticed this leading edge spar is really cool. It's a cool looking, it's like a greenish material. It just looks cool. Okay. We have another ferrule to attach. One more. Looks like the leading edge here is a little, maybe, well, it's just right. That's good. Right. Could stand to be, I don't even know if I'm getting this whole thing in frame, but this is such a big kite. Okay. And I notice this is the front end here. And on the back we have one part to attach here, here and here, and then here and here. So we have 4 of these. There's 2 of these on each side, so we would just insert the, let's see, okay, this is the front with the bridle, so I don't know why I took that out of there. Okay, so it's just like that. I assume all of the, well, let's see if these are all the same. So, okay, these are not the same size. So, take the long one. I'm just guessing here because there's no instructions that tell you how, yeah, that's not going to work. Right, and that is stretching it pretty far. So the long one goes to the inside. And the short one is on the outside. So not much about this is really anything like a Revolution kite like I had assumed it was going to be. Kind of a cool design. I don't know if it's all necessary. There we have it. Wow. Man, that's, sure you can't see the top of that. It's very tall. What's it? It's got to be 9 feet tall. At least. There it is. Can you see the whole thing? Big kite. Let's go take it out and see if it flies well. So friends, I wanted to show you up close some of this. Some of you might be interested in the stitching and how this comes together. I know with the black fabric it's a little difficult to tell, but it's just a single zigzag stitch. Nothing's folded over. They're just layered on top of each other. This looks like it is a support. This is a solid piece, and then they have the support sewn in right where the back upper spreader is. So you see here, much easier, just a single stitch here, and they've double stitched that with a zigzag and a straight. Pretty cool design. Then the Wayne back there. The bridle. It's made pretty nicely. A little different, and they do have these adjustments for heavier wind to lighter wind, all the way up to at the top there. You would want to attach your kite line to this part, this knot, if it's heavy wind. If it's very light wind, you want to attach it in here. That brings the bottom of the sail closer to you, giving it more power from the wind, so in lighter conditions you can lift the kite. But not a bad looking kite, I will have to say. There's a spar. This is one of the leading edge spars, and you see just the comparison to my finger. It's pretty thick, but I don't know if you can see that color. It's very cool. Yeah. Also flying these today. Just some plastic kites. Just made them. Notice I changed shirts. It is way hot out here today. I hear there's record-breaking low temperatures up north from the old homeland Ohio area. Not here. It's very hot. Feels pretty good though out here, I must say. Made out of dowel rods and trash bags, guys. Pretty light wind. We'll get it to fly though. very light wind. I'm surprised that's even flying right now. Box kites for kite weather. This kite looks like it's gonna fly. Little diamond kite. Kind of looks like you're holding the line on your shadow and it's dangling. It's cool. But what's cooler is that. We're flying this fighter now, also trash bag and some dowel rods, and so far it's my favorite kite. This thing is cool. I'm gonna try it one-handed here. But just wherever the nose goes and you pull on it, like any other fighter, it'll go that direction. It's a little choppy, sorry guys, but this is just, I'm having more fun. Oh, there's some birds. Wow. And there's the kite. See, wherever the nose is and I pull on it, it will go in that direction. Even down. What are you flying here, Wayne?
This is a diamond in the sky. Like it.
Wayne in the sky with diamonds. Without a tail, you can use this as a fighter. A little hard with just the one hand, but still just a cool kite for what most people would consider just some trash laying around.
Break something?
No, it didn't break. It started getting weak. I don't know if this would take much of a beating.
That's what I'm wondering.
What type did you say?
Pardon?
What type of graphite?
Extruded.
Extruded.
Like fiberglass. I think it's too light for fiberglass. Very thin wall.
Okay friends, we're gonna go try this out and see how this Chinese quad line flies. Overall, the Chinese quadline kite flew pretty good. There was very light wind out here, and it was flying pretty good for the conditions. After a few adjustments, no problems. I don't know how it would react in really heavy wind, but we're going to find out. And I'll put a full video, a full review of this kite, including a crash test, to determine how much it can take. But it was a good kite. Nothing negative to say about it just yet, but more tests to come.
I'm sure you do. No, I'm sure you.
Guess where we're ending our day? Yep. Like very important people should. Thanks for watching, everyone. Happy flying.